Ladies and gentlemen, Sam Hannah.
It's not. The spider thing is not. I've always had a real fascination with what foreigners have as the first impression of the people that live here in Wellington. I see us as a very vibrant and unique city, and I think you can probably agree. We like the fact that we are considered the creative hub of New Zealand, and we live here because we love it, really. If you think about today and the weather that we have, we really love it, and I think that's what we inject into the foreigners, is our love for the city. And that's what makes us cool. But when we look down Lambton Quay or on the streets of Wellington, the visual message that we're actually sending out to people isn't as cool as that. It's a whole lot of black, which actually says that we are the same. We don't have a lot of creativity. This is how one of my clients' mothers saw us here in Wellington. She saw us as wearing a whole lot of black and this amazing fashion accessory, which was a lanyard. When you think about black, it's not really a colour, it's actually all colour absorbed. And there's no major creativity in the colour black. It actually has a psychological meaning of mysteriousness, fear, and emptiness. So if you think about the visual message in that, what we're saying is fear us. We're mysterious. We're void of any creativity. But it's okay if you're in all black. All blacks, we want them to be feared and mysterious. We want them to be void of any individuality, actually, because they're a team. As for empty, well, we got right down to Stephen, Donald, and Stool one, so we'll let that one go. But in general, I think that we should be mixing up our black a little bit more. It gives us a little bit more of an edge, if you like. And we'll be seen as far more creative. It's okay, I think, for us to wear head-to-toe black to a funeral, but if we want to have some more interest and chicness about us, then perhaps colour can give add that little bit in. These three women here inspired my love of black. They look pretty chic, along with the 90s grunge era, which I was very into myself. But my parents said I looked moody, grumpy, drab. It pretty much sums it up. And I probably did. There was no individuality in there for me at all. It was just plain black. But I discovered this quote. It says, "The best colour in the whole wide world is the one that looks good on you." And I honestly thought, what the heck did you go and say that for, Coco Chanel? You were supposed to be pro-black, which is why I wore it. But in actual fact, she considered that black looked good on her. And Paula Ryan obviously does too, because she's made a fair bit of money off the colour black. Everything is black. And I agree that it's a good essential to have in your wardrobe. It goes with everything, and I think that's part of the reason we enjoy wearing black. We don't like to stand out too much from the crowd. We're not really ostentatious people in general here in Wellington, but in New Zealand. We don't like to be the ones that stand out too much. And part of the reason I believe that we wear a lot of black is because we don't really know what other colour to wear that looks great on us and isn't too bright and doesn't make us stand out too much. Now, interestingly, we like to wear the colours that surround us, the colours from our environment. And if you look at the Wellington city as it is, there's not a huge amount of showy offiness about our city. We have grey, black and neutral coloured buildings. We have the blue from the sea. We have our green and our sandy colours. If we injected that colour into what we wear every day, we actually have quite an array of colour to wear, and there's not a lot of black there. But we still have a good reference to the colour that surrounds us, and we will still feel comfortable. In fact, we'll feel quite energised by it. Now, there is a positive and a negative to every colour, and black isn't all that bad. I'm not anti-black. It actually does show off colour really well when you wear other colour with it. And it has an energy, and black actually stands for ambition. Now, we here in Wellington are such a mixed array of people and lots of vocations. So we have lawyers mixing with students, and we have IT consultants mixing with bankers. But when we all wear the same colour, we morph into one of the same. And we don't have any creativity really about us. So next time you go to get dressed in head to toe black, think about what other colour you could add to that black and have some individuality and some creativeness about you. Start telling the story of Wellington. We are the city of cool. So let's start dressing like that and add some interest. Thank you.